Hi, everyone. Welcome to this webinar. This is the second in a series of deep dive webinars that Trint are going to be holding, really looking into the different features that we have and helping all of you become power users of our platform. So I'm going to be your host for today's webinar, and then I'm going to hand over to my colleague Stu, who is the engineering manager and the subject matter expert on it, to teach you all really about this new these new features. So before we get into it today, just a couple of housekeeping things. Firstly, this webinar is getting recorded. So once we're done, this will be sent into your inbox. And if you want to share it with any colleagues, please do so. Secondly, we have a Q&A feature at the bottom there. So any questions that come up along the way, please just ping those in and we'll have a bit of time at the end so that we can address that. The last one is just a reminder to follow us on social media. So we are constantly releasing new features, and the best way to stay on top of those is to follow us on LinkedIn, Instagram, and Twitter. So today's webinar, we're going to be looking at the new tagging and clipping features that have been released recently. Stu was one of the engineers on the team that was leading this project. And on that note, I'm going to pass it over to him. Stu, take it away.
Hey, thanks, Alex. Hi, everyone. My name is Stu, and I am an engineering manager here at Trint. I work on the editorial tools team. And part of the focus of my team is to build tools that help our customers find the moments that matter to them. Today, I'm going to talk to you about two new features that we've been working on that we're really excited to share with you. These features go hand in hand with one another to make it much easier for our customers to tell us which moments matter to them, and then to later return to those moments far more easily. That might sound a bit vague right now, but don't worry, we'll dig into what that means in just a moment with a short demo. So I'm going to start by doing a bit of scene setting, and then we'll get into our features, those features being clips and global search. So without further ado, let me start by sharing my screen. Cool. So first, a bit of context. Our customers have many different use cases for transcription. Some of you are content creators, like documentary filmmakers, with massive amounts of B-roll that need to be transcribed. Some of you are researchers, others are journalists transcribing interviews. Whatever your need is for transcription, a common requirement is to be able to quickly and easily return to those moments that matter to you. For example, you may want to share noteworthy moments of an interview with your colleagues. Or as a user researcher, you may want to highlight important moments in an interview, or simply surface interesting organic insights from those interviews and then share them with your team later. The examples I've given can really be summed up as a process of grouping related ideas and then returning to them later. As a Trint user, you might want to share those ideas with your team, or you may simply want to be able to locate those ideas in old archive transcripts that you've sort of forgotten about for a while and want to come back to later. But until now, there was no first-class way of accomplishing this using Trint. What we found many of you do is use a highlighting convention to get some of the way there. So let's take a look quickly at what highlights look like, just to refresh your memories. So here we see some yellow highlights, and that might mean one thing to your team, and some green highlights that might mean something else. What we'd see is individuals and teams using highlights to denote things like priority, or to denote certain themes in the content. For example, green might mean here, global warming, and red might mean something like, oh, this section is really super important. But why is it important again? And that's the problem with using highlight colors to denote meaning, because the meaning of a color may change from team to team and from transcript to transcript, and really that's the problem with convention. Also, a problem with using highlight colors is really that we forget what they mean, and that's a natural thing to happen. Memories fade over time. So what we've built to solve this problem is what I want to talk about next. First, I'm going to tell you about tagging clips in our editor, and then afterwards, I'll demonstrate how we use our new search feature to return to your clips. Okay, so what is a clip? In the Trint editor, text isn't just plain text. I think that's the first thing to take note of. It's tied to the underlying media using timecodes. This is how we can navigate playback when we click on a word. So for example, I can navigate playback in the usual way by clicking down here in the timeline. But I can also click on a word like standing and the playback changes, or I can click on the word believe, and then it's the playback needle moves right to the end where the word believe was spoken. So this is where clips come in. The term clips or selects, as some people may say, are terms which may be familiar to you if you're an AV person, or if you work with tools like Premiere Pro or Final Cut Pro. So you may know where I'm going with this. But basically, clips are a new kind of object in Trint that are made up of an in time, an out time, the text spoken in that time range, and then most importantly, one or more arbitrary tags that can be used to describe the clip. We can then repeat the process and continue to group those related ideas and then return to them later. So that might sound a bit scary, but it's not. Let me show you how that works. So what we're going to do is create a clip. We highlight the section of the transcript that we would like to remember, and we click on this Add Tags button. And the first thing we see when we click on Add Tags is this modal over here that allows us to either add existing tags to this clip. These are tags that have already been added in this particular transcript, or we can create new ones. So here we can add one called stats. I'm going to click add. And then let's choose another one over here called interview. And we're going to hit save. And then here we see our tags highlighted on the side for this particular clip. So that's the first half of the story. The second half is, well, what do you do with those clips once you've created them? That brings us to global search. And we've had a long time to work on search. We've been evolving it and iterating it over the years. In the very beginning, when we first introduced search to Trint, you could only search through the title of your transcript. That wasn't super helpful. It got the job done, but in a world where AI-based transcription is a reality, being able to search through what was actually said in your audio is a superpower available to all of our users. So why have we called it global search? Well, the first reason is because on every single page, we now have the search bar on top of the nav bar on the right, top right-hand side. You can access search by either clicking on the text box, or you can use the shortcut over here, which is Command // just to show you that this is truly available on every page. I can go into a story, and there is our search. It's also available on all of these pages. So the other reason we called it search is because global search rather, is because search now allows you to navigate your content almost like you're navigating a graph. So for example, let's search for stats. We just created this clip now. And here we can see all of the transcripts that have the stats tag. I can click into this transcript, and I can see other tags that were on this. Sorry, this is a clip, not a transcript. I've clicked on this clip. I can see all the other tags that have been added to this clip. I can then go to the interview tag and see that there are other clips with this tag too. Let's go into this, and here we see this clip has other tags. So I'm going to click on Brazil. And as we go through this, we can really see that we are sort of exploring our content. Over here, we also get a preview of the transcript. So we don't have to break our flow and then go return to our files page and then return to the editor later to go find what we're looking for. It's all available to us in the search feature. So let's say that actually, yes, this is the transcript I'm looking for. I'm going to click open, and then I can go and open that transcript right from where I left off. So that sums up the global search feature, as well as the new clips and tags feature. That's it from me. I'm going to hand back over to Alex. Thank you for listening. I think we're going to field some questions now. Take it away, Alex.
Great. So a couple of questions that have come in. Let me just see here. We have, can I see the results of anyone's Trint in my organization if I use the search functionality?
You can't in your entire organization. You can only see the search results for content that you have yourself uploaded, or content that has been uploaded within a workspace that you also belong to.
Okay, great. The other one that we have here is, can I add multiple tags to a clip?
Can I add multiple tags to a clip? Yes, you can add as many as you like. Yeah.
That's great. And will I be able to add tags to a story? That's for our story functionality.
That's a good question. Can you add tags to story? Currently, no. It's something that we are exploring, and it's on our roadmap. But for the time being, you can only add tags to clips within a transcript.
Cool. And the last one that we have here is this currently live for all users at the moment?
Yep, this is live for everyone. Feel free to check it out. Again, the search can be accessed from any page in the web app using command / or just take a look, top right hand corner, search is there for everyone and on all plans.
Fantastic. So that is all of the questions. So thank you very much, Stu, and thanks everyone for attending. We are doing these monthly, so in another month, look out for the next deep dive where we'll look into some more of the features. And in the meantime, if you have any questions, please email us at support@trint.com. And remember to follow us on LinkedIn, Instagram, and Twitter. Thank you very much, everyone. And on that note, I will end this.
Thank you.